かな。飽きたのか？いや、飽きたんじゃなくてさ、場所がわからんくてさ、まだ事件がこれだけあんだけどさ、場所がわからんのよ。もう本編だけやっちゃうか。母の愛。母の愛。もう本編だけやっちゃおう。シャーロックの家ってどこだったっけ？シャーロックの家どこだっけ？グランドサライのここら辺だったっけ？どこだっけ？ストーンウッドってここだっけ？
Mr. Sherlock Holmes, I presume.
Correct. With whom do I have the pleasure?
Emilio Estero. Happy to make your acquaintance. I am here on behalf of Mycroft, your brother. He's on his way to Cordona. In the meantime, he requests your assistance with a sensitive matter. My orders are to provide you with the details.
I'm afraid I don't have time for this now.
I hope that you will reconsider. If you do, I'll be here.
本編
So, are you ready to take on the task?
本編行こうか。
You have my attention, Mr. Estevaux.
Mark Ridley, the son of General Arthur Ridley, is being blackmailed. Suffice to say, the compromising material is of a delicate nature. The matter is of no small importance to the Crown, especially given the status quo on Cordona.
What does Mycroft want me to do? Retrieve the blackmail material?
No, sir, nothing of the sort. Mark Ridley is meeting the blackmailer atop the old city bridge tower. You shall observe from a distance, then establish the blackmailer's identity. Do not attempt to arrest him. We'll handle it from there.
Saving the best for yourself? Fine.
There is a cafe just over the bridge that provides a good vantage point. Please report to me when you are done. I'll be waiting for you here, and remember, discretion is of the essence.
愛はコルドナに消えて。その前になんか届けられている。これなんだ？はい？
It's a bizarre object, and yet oddly familiar. Did you just remember something? Yes. A room full of curiosities and artifacts. I think I can find it in the manor.
Sherlock. So, you continue to pursue the imaginary. I had hoped you might have got all this out of
兄
your
貴の
system
登
by
場
now.
か。
Mycroft! What are you doing here? Get out of my house!
It's my house, actually. I've come to bring you back.
I have no interest in returning, let alone with you. I know you lied about Mother all these years, claiming she was merely ill, but she was unstable. She never had tuberculosis. She was not recuperating, but mentally deteriorating, and you never once thought to tell me. How dare...
I shall not indulge this petulant tantrum. You can just tire yourself out and then slink back to London with your tail between your legs.
Just tell me everything! I'm an adult now. Show me the basic courtesy of an explanation. You know I will find out eventually.
The goal was stability, and that's what you got. The right thing for everyone was to try and move on from her passing.
The consequences of one's actions determines what is right or wrong.
Yes, exactly. The ends justify the means. After leaving Cordona, Sherlock, you had a normal childhood. In London, I was able to support you, guide you, shape you into a fine and productive young man. You have so much potential, so much to offer society.
But that's not the end. Now I found the truth, and it has shattered everything I knew about her, about you, and about myself. I feel unstable because of you. Your actions were not justified. Lying never is.
Oh, grow up, Sherlock. It was a white lie which has as much use in the realm of the interpersonal as the international. It is time you come to accept that some things are bigger than yourself.
Oh, you are full of it. You like to pretend you care about the big picture, but it's just an ego trip. You like knowing more than others. You like greasing palms and rubbing shoulders with the rich and powerful. You like having eyes and ears everywhere. The fact it helps the nation is incidental. Because all you care about is yourself.
It's true. I have agents everywhere, including Cordona. If you weren't so damn stubborn, you'd realize that means I'm only here for you.
なんかムービーが。ある程度見切りつけんとゲーム終わらんしな。それな。サブストーリーばっかりやってても。ある程度本編進めないとな。記憶の破片？母の愛。愛はコロナドに消えてはサブストーリーか。じゃあもう、マイストーリーだけやっちゃおうか。これをこれ家の中か。
Well done, Sherry. The hall now looks much as it did in our youth. Brings back fond memories.
I remember returning home with a pair of perfect sticks. We wanted to turn them into training swords.
Oh, that's right. We stood there, frozen, staring at something huge in the main hall. It was a giant aquarium with a living mermaid in it.
Impossible, it must have been something else. Oh, of course, that mortifying hoax presently taking up space in our front yard.
Well, fine. Your memory's better than mine. But I'm sure we started examining it immediately. And someone else was around too.
It was my mother. She asked what I thought of the artifact.
You were really concentrating and holding something in your hand.
I inspected it with a magnifying glass and was able to confirm it was made of two different skeletons. The mermaid was a fake.
And so it was time to smash the thing. Your mother took a hammer and...
Slow down, John. That's not how it happened. I remember other people joined us. The workers took the artifact and placed it into the cabinet of curiosities. It became part of Mother's collection of fakes. She always said that the truth lies in the details. This mermaid helped me to learn that.
Oh, 開かなかった場所が開くようになった。ここ調べたっけ？調べたな。ここも調べたな。こっちは調べたっけ？ここは？ここ調べてねえのか。
One of your early sketches of me. And a rather unflattering one at that. Just look at my nose. You'd do miss her.
I do.
Ah, でもここ見たな。
Coal dust from Miner's End, sandy dirt from the old city. We scoured the island top to bottom for these soil samples.
I will need a proper outfit to match this. Sharp and well balanced. It would be a pity to leave such a tool behind.
One回かな、そしたら。
Ah yes, my mother's studio. She was an authenticator and this was her cabinet of curiosities.
I never saw the point. What does it matter if some artifact is real or not? It still exists.
Mother said this was among the hunting trophies of a Scottish Viscount.
So he tried to persuade everyone that his forest was inhabited by these beasts. It would have been thrilling if it were actually true.
The full plate armour of Sir Robert Swanford. I was told my father won it in a wager.
Armour is armour, but look at his sword. Oh, how badly I wanted to wield the blade. Maybe you take it instead of your pistol.
字が多すぎて読む気が失せる。
Clearly, it was deliberately torn. I wonder why someone would do that. The Tulpa, Studies in Tibetan Mentalism. An impressive number of bookmarks. Someone was rather obsessed with this subject.
あと一つ。兄さんへ、兄さんが、
And this one was brought from a German museum. They claimed it belonged to Vikings. Nonsense, of course. Vikings never had horns on their helmets. The so-called mummy of a Persian princess. The defrauders did good work, but missed one small detail. It's the mummy of a man.
あとここと。
Look, it's Roger. This jolly old man's well preserved. Even looks refreshed.
I doubt he drew much interest at the auction.
That's for the best. I'd be upset if he fell into the wrong hands.
1852, Bingley, West Yorkshire. This photo caused a lot of fuss. My mother spent some time to prove it was a fake.
あとこれ
Oh, I remember these. We used them to spar together until Mycroft found out and forbade us from using real weapons.
あとなんだこれか
I remember this cozy blanket. It was perfect for...
Wigwam! Oh, that was a joy to build them. Imagining ourselves as wayfarers on the other side of the world.
あとなんかある
One of the most ridiculous fakes I ever saw. Its owner insisted it was a polar bear. He thought the white paint on the brown fur wasn't noticeable.
あとなんだテントあとなんかある
An archaeological find should be here. It's far better than beneath the old city walls.
調べ物他になんかない？
An archaeological find should be here. It's far better than beneath the old city walls.
何もないか。
It's a pity how many amazing things are missing from this room.
Hmm. ここで操作を続けるって言われてもな。そこしか開かないもん。
Another fake Holy Grail. Its owner claimed to be the heir of King Arthur. Scarcely believable. He also insisted a deadly rabbit was hunting him. Watkinson and Holman, Chapter 1, by Wallace Dioram.
Oh, Mycroft. You always act so serious, but then reads tripe like this.
John, if I remember correctly, you couldn't put this book down.
あとどこだ？全部調べて、これは
Carefully opened. Dated 24th of April, 1869.
はいはいはい。
So many calling cards. Mycroft liked to keep useful people at hand. Reliable and driven. I recognize Mycroft's handwriting.
やべ、スキップしちゃった。あとなんだ？
This drawer was always closed. Only Mycroft knew how to open it.
I remember we tried to break it open and spy on him, but alas, had no success. Maybe today's the day. Oh, Sherry.
I'm starting to remember something. I used this ladder to look at the top shelf, right? On the day of Mother's breakdown upstairs.
Right you are, Sherry.
We heard a noise. I can't recall of exactly what. And we didn't have a great view from behind the statue.
Ah, あとどこだ？なんかこの辺で音がしたな。
Books and papers from the table somehow ended up on the floor. Now it's coming to the surface. I feel it.
出た。瞑想タイム。てででーん。ここで行こ
You're not even trying,
う。違う
Sherry.
か。
Concentrate. You're not even trying,
違う
Sherry. Concentrate.
ここは違うのか。
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
はしごはあったのは確かだから。はしご隠れて。
You're not even trying,
ちげえな。
Sherry. Concentrate.
ここはこれで合ってるだろ
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate. You're not even trying, Sherry.
違う。
Concentrate. You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
違うか。これか。
Come on, Sherry. Let's go outside. Wait. Did you hear that? Come here, Sherry.
You call this progress? Charlatan, amateur. I'm not letting you anywhere near my mother again.
So there was a quarrel between them. I heard a noise in the hall.
広間で音がした。
Sherry, look! We've got a parcel here. Hurry up! An invitation that comes with a mask. We can't miss this, Sherry.
母の愛。ボーゲルからの招待状。コルドナー修道院。ちょっと待って、一旦この辺で休憩入れようか。疲れた。休憩入ります。少々お待ちを。行ってきます。 はい、お待たせいたしました。続きをプレイしていきます。よいしょ。うい。で、なんだっけ。コルドナ修道院の向かいのターコにあるカートマンチェスの豪邸で君を待っている。コルドナ修道院。コルドナ修道院。場所どこ？グランドサライ修道院。これが違うな。修道院。これか。ここに向かうにはここが早い。
Extra, extra! Blind tool meets...
コルドナ修道院の向かい？ここじゃないか。コルドナ修道院がここだから。あ？そっちか。コルドナ修道院の向かいっつったな。ターコにあるカートマンチョス。ここか？ここじゃねえな。修道院の向かい？これか？マンチョス邸。
I'm so sorry, but this is a costume party.
仮装パーティー。仮装パーティーなんか持ってた？闇の王子。ここで行こうか。
Welcome, sir. I do hope you enjoy yourself.
Enjoy the evening, sir. There is still plenty of time before the grand finale.
All right.
誰？わーお、おけつー。
What if I write an article about these people here? Can you help me gather information about Cordona's elite? My goodness, Sherlock. They made a blood fountain.
No, John, it's definitely not blood, just wine. Go is it a guess?
外出るじゃん。上の階行けばいいのか。 か探し物が。
These medieval botany and chemistry books look even more satanic than the occult ones. Romantic poetry and prose. Someone's in touch with their feelings. Codex Orchis. Why does this occult book sound like a flower?
Well, there's beauties. Manches is the best, as always.
Do you know anything about this? I have nothing to hide, sir, but I've never heard of this.
どうするか。
Do you know what was here before Manchiosa's...
That's what I like about this party. Bring me more dirt, Sherry. One more piece, and I can expose these base hedonists.
Oh, 適当に進んでいいのかな。
Sherlock! Friend! I wasn't sure you'd come.
Werner, I see you are not yourself.
The more time you spend here in Cordona, the more I feel it my duty to bring you into our world and show you all we have to offer.
And what is on offer today?
Pleasure, indulgence, relief, and relaxation. You've earned some time for yourself, have you not?
Those who know me would say I'm incapable of it.
Nonsense. I refuse to believe there is anyone permitted to know Sherlock Holmes.
You may be right.
Then free yourself from inhibition and expectation. The night is young, and so are the guests. You should try to enjoy both. It's not healthy for handsome men to spend every night alone, and certainly not in a house filled with such melancholic memories.
I must admit, my travels have proven more taxing than expected. I'm less confident in my life and myself. A time of relaxation seems a distant dream.
So can I tempt you with a physical aid to your moral consolations? There's wine, of course, something to smoke, or perhaps an artificial paradise? Yes, something more spiritual, a potentiator to sharpen the mind. A 7% solution of, well, that'd be telling, but you must try it.
My mind already operates at a far higher level than most. I struggle to believe anything could improve it. My ultimate duty is to provide the world with truth, and I do that perfectly well as is.
Duty? You've never cared about that before.
Of course I do. Exposing a lie, revealing a fact, that is a moral responsibility.
That's not morality. Morals are what happens afterwards when truth collides with consequence. Do you ever follow up on cases you solved? Do you ever see what happened next? Visit the victims? Ensure justice is served in the courts? And how do you choose where to direct your attention? Are there not deserving causes to which your brilliance could be applied but isn't?
You ascribe me more power than I possess. I have a narrow skill set and work within that mandate. What occurs afterward is irrelevant.
With every action or inaction you place a finger on the scales of morality. Many in the city would see you as abdicating your responsibility.
I haven't.
Not me, of course. Morality is subjective, just like truth. There is little to be gained from indulging in it, and far better things to indulge in. Now I must insist on easing any burdens I've placed upon your shoulders. Show yourself a kindness, and try this rather delectable concoction.
必要ない。
I am perfectly capable of coping with myself without medical assistance.
then I shall press you on it no further. But please do not refuse my gift. Take it with you as a souvenir of this special night.
Souvenir of what, exactly? But, all right, if only to put the matter to bed.
And now, our evening begins in earnest. I just remembered. I'm sorry, Sherlock. My mind's delightfully impaired. Please take this key. It opens the altar room, past the library.
Pardon? Altar room? What now, Werner?
Go quickly and find our Fabio. Only you can make him talk. I'll join you in a minute.
証拠が2個。マンチョス邸の祭壇室の鍵。マンチョス邸。祭壇室の鍵。祭壇なんてどこにあるんだ。
Manchos had to enforce the masks after the scandal.
I'll pin them down with this scoop. Thank you, Sherlock.
祭壇室の祭壇ってどこにあるんだ。マンチョス邸、待って、マンチョス邸の祭壇室の鍵。祭壇室がどこにあるんだ。祭壇室。この上か？
Curtains do not guarantee privacy.
And you still need a crack despite being ethereal.
祭壇。祭壇室どこにあるの？
Look, I'm an outlaw.
Let me know if you need anything, sir.
祭壇室どこ？
Let Fabio speak for himself.
ファビオに聞いてみるといい。ファビオって誰？一回出るか。ファビオこいつか？
Enjoy the event, sir.
Welcome, sir. I do hope you enjoy yourself.
ちげえな。祭壇室どこ？祭壇室にいるファビオという人物と話すように。祭壇室どこ？祭壇室って上かな？こっちの鍵か。あら、死んどるー。
My God. Was he here this whole time?
あるあるだね。あるあるなのか。
This crude tattoo partially covers his slave branding. A blunt force trauma may have suffered an internal hemorrhage. This worm-like sigil has been drawn with his own blood. This golden handle has a bloodstain on it. The wound is deep. A precise strike reached the heart.
あと1箇所。
The victim has clenched the fabric so firmly in his fist that it's nigh impossible to remove it. He died right here.
Ah, 誰かいるよ。誰だ？
The herbs here are Salvia divinorum. They have a slight hallucinogenic effect to emphasize the ceremony. This elaborate box must be for the ritual dagger. The ointment smells mouse-like. I presume it is an aphrodisiac prepared from a Spanish fly. The ointment smells mouse-like. I presume it is an aphrodisiac prepared from a Spanish fly.
こいつか?
Werner, care to explain what is going on here?
On nights like these, it's not unusual for some attendees to get a little exuberant. It's part of the appeal. Unfortunately, it appears things have gotten out of hand. Yes, some are more prone to bend the rules of morality.
That's murder. I doubt there's anything left to bend. Why did you not tell me immediately? We were chatting about trivial matters for some time.
If I'm completely honest, Sherlock, I've consumed a rather potent cocktail of substances. My attention slips and drifts. But I'm glad I thought to call for you.
You sent me a disguise.
Oh dear. Did I? Well, since I found the body, Mr. Manchios has agreed that you can investigate the matter. I promise my mind will behave itself going forward.
All right. Pull yourself together, Werner. Mr. Manchios is the owner of the manor, yes?
And the host of Cordona's most memorable parties. He promises even the ugliest guest a partner for the night. And for the ones with more unconventional tastes, Mr. Manchios provides other services.
What a caring person.
You cannot begin to imagine.
How did you discover the body? In between guzzles of alcohol?
I was set to perform in a fecundity rite with Fabio, and came to inquire further. It was a staged ritual where he was to play the principle of life.
And the rehearsal was unsuccessful?
Huh. Who knows? I found him alone on the altar, his blood dripping to the floor.
And then?
Then I called Mr. Manchios. He was panicking, so I told him about you. We left the room and locked the door. Then we were...
filling time?
Waiting for you was stressful. We indulged in some simple comforts. Overindulged, perhaps.
Were you well acquainted with Fabio, the victim?
Everyone knew Fabio, or wanted to. His beauty was the talk of the island. Too handsome to go unnoticed. He was magnetic. Fat wallets fought for the privilege of having him. He offered the pleasures of performance, and more.
What about the fertility ritual? There was something about Fabio being a principle of life.
Fabio was supposed to portray the beauty of life's origin. Flowers, oil... Not this travesty that seems straight out of the Inquisition.
So this ritual is not the fertility rite. What was it meant to look like?
It begins with a woman lying naked in a flower bed on the altar. She represents Gaia, the earth. As I cover her in oils, we chant for the principal. As our calls reach a climax, Fabio enters and copulates with her. After he finishes, I stab her with a dagger. That part's just pretend, of course.
But the intercourse is not?
I did not expect you to be such a prude. Are you a virgin? It is nothing to be ashamed of, but it would explain the color of your cheeks. The fertility rite marks the start of our festivities. The principle of life is beautiful, intimate, essential. It must not be stopped.
Yet it appears that someone did stop it. What about the naked woman? Can you tell me anything about her?
Oh yes, Matista. She's one of Fabio's compatriots and a performer too. I haven't seen her today, actually.
When you discovered the body, was the door open?
No, it was locked. Oh, that reminds me. It's a minor detail, but the first time I came to speak to Fabio, I left without entering, having been unable to open the door.
You didn't have the key?
No, I had it. Don't look at me like that. I was mostly sober. I suspect there was a key in the other side of the door, blocking the lock.
That detail may very well be major, Werner. Well done. So you returned later, only to find the lock was not blocked?
Correct. After an hour had passed, I tried again and was able to unlock the door. That's when I discovered poor, handsome Fabio.
The police remain unaware of this tragic event?
Some of them may be hiding behind their masks. They conceal many things. But we didn't want the authorities to create more problems. Besides, after a few cocktails, their incompetence will have soared to new heights.
How do you know I even want the case?
I promised you relaxation. If there's one thing I know about you, Sherlock, it's that nothing soothes you more than a good mystery.
こっちの部屋はなんかあんのかな。
An open wound spoiled the carpet. Why don't people tidy up after themselves?
タバコの火ついてない。
Enough cigars to burn down the entire mansion.
あと一個なんだ。あと4分ぐらいしかねえな。これ1個見つけたら終わりにしたいところだけど。これか。
Blood. A sturdy bottle met a not so sturdy human. It didn't break only because it was unopened.
2時間でやめるんやね。まあね、リアルタイム11時になるし。明日も仕事だし。いや、今回はこの辺で終わりにするか。まあ仕事がある日はだいたい2時間目安でやろうかなとは考えてる。だって始めたの9時ぐらいだったからさ。始める時間帯がもう少し早い8時とかだったらあれだけどさ、3時間ぐらいいけるけど、リアルタイム11時だし仕事で疲れてるから、そうね。まあ最近帰ってくるのが7時前で、そこからご飯食って風呂入っても8時半ぐらいだもん。8時半ぐらいにゆっくりできるから、9時からゲーム始めてって感じになるから、最近8時にしたことないもんだよね。もうほぼほぼ9時前後だもんね。 だからここ最近仕事がある日はだいたい2時間ぐらい、休みの日はまあ3時間4時間って感じでよろしく。はいってな感じで今回はこの辺で終わりにしたいと思います。最後までご視聴いただきありがとうございました。次回のゲームワークもお楽しみに。お疲れってたむきちありがとう。サンキュー。そんじゃあまたね。